loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Rai and this is Rai's Reading Corner. Today I am giving you my TBR for a readathon I'm super excited about. It is Horror in 24. To dress for the part today, and I'm rocking my Teacher Loves Brains with my zombie shirt to kind of fit the mood of the spooky paranormal for this readathon. So I'm super excited for this one because spookiness and paranormal and haunted things are right up my alley, as Halloween is my favorite holiday, and usually I will sprinkle type of horror books throughout the year and then read a lot in like August, September, and October, but this gives me a great reason to really just dive into those books I've been really itching to read. The readathon takes place from July 11th to August 3rd. So that by the time I post this video, it will already have started, but I was on vacation last week, so things kind of got pushed back just a little bit. So there are some amazing people that I would like to thank for creating this awesome readathon, and I do have them written down just because I don't want to miss anybody. I would like to thank Krystle at Krystle Visions, Marcy from Marcy Reads, Carol from Carol Marie Reads, and Raine from Brews and Binds. And I will link their channels below. Go check them out. They're awesome and I love watching their videos. So for this readathon, there is a total of 8 prompts. So overall, it's not too bad to read 8 books in 24 days. So you can double up on the prompts, but of course, me being me, I have picked 8 separate books, but I have built myself kind of like a safety net that some of these books could be doubled up for use for multiple prompts. So the first prompt is to read a book that has red on the cover. So I wanted for this cover for that red to be some type of blood type thing, since this is a horror-thon. And of course I couldn't read any type of horror books without having a Stephen King. So I went for one of his short stories or novellas, shorter stories or novella, and I'm going to be reading The Mist. So this is about a town in Maine that has like this awful storm, and then there's this really creepy mist that kind of takes over the town. And it's not just your normal mist after a storm. There is some supernatural type, fantasy type things also twisted in this book, and that mist is, you know, killing people. So I think this will be a quick, easy read to get through, which I always look for, like at least have 1 or 2 of those in a readathon, just to kind of make sure I get everything that I need to get done. And yeah, couldn't have a readathon without Stephen King. All right, so the next prompt that I'm going to be tackling over the next 24 days is read a haunted house ghost story. So I've been saving this book for this prompt, and I'm going to be read Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I've heard a lot of great things about this book. It's about a girl whose dad passed away and wrote like a memoir about this house, and after he passes away, she goes back to that house, and there's definitely some haunted things in here, but you don't know if it's like a paranormal haunted or someone is like terrorizing her. The coolest thing I just saw on I think it was Bookstagram, or maybe it was BookTube, is that they say that this book glows in the dark, and I definitely want to test that. So I will let you know if this book does glows in the dark. So yeah, that is what I'm doing for this prompt. The next prompt is to read something that has like a paranormal type character in that book. So I'm going to be reading Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. So I had gotten this recommendation from Kayla from Books with Lala, and it's about this monster that shows up at a house after midnight. Connor is one of the characters in the book. It says that he's not been expecting this monster, and it's something from like his nightmares or something. I don't know. Sounds really creepy. I find the picture here to be really eerie. It has a lot of like images, like how spooky and creepy is this? So I'm really excited for this book. Again, I've had this on my TBR for maybe like a month or 2, but wanted to hold off to fit it for a perfect prompt, and this is perfect. So I'll be reading this one. The next book is to read a horror gothic type story. So this one made me a little nervous because I really didn't know what to read for it. Then when I was looking through my Goodreads, one of the books I actually had on my TBR is labeled as a gothic under like the categories, like different type of genres on Goodreads. So I'm going to read We Always Have Lived in This Castle by Shirley Jackson. This I wasn't recommended by anyone. I just was at Barnes & Noble and the cover caught my eye because I thought it was really creepy looking and eerie. I actually have not read anything by Shirley Jackson, so I'm really excited to dive into her horror type stories. I honestly don't know much about it. It's just all from just like the synopsis in the beginning. It's really creepy. It's about a girl who's 18 years old. Her name is Mary, and she thought she should have been born a werewolf. I don't know. It sounds really weird, but I'm excited. It has these the cool edges, like the deckled edges on it, and it's again is a quick read. It's like only 130 pages, but the font is pretty small. But I'm excited to read this one, so that will be for that prompt. The next prompt is to read a horror or spooky book that's been on your TBR for quite some time. So for this one, I haven't had the physical book on my TBR for a long time, but the book has been listed on my Goodreads for a while, and I just got the hard copy of it. So I'm going to read Asylum by Madeline Rue, I'm guessing is how you say her last name. This is about 16-year-old Dan Crawford. He is going to a college prep school, and when he arrives there, it's not your typical school, and it is formerly a psychiatric hospital. So you can kind of already see where this is going. And they start exploring the hallways with his friends, and they have some really dark secrets that they find. And there is some things from the past, from the people that have lived at the asylum, and they have these really creepy, haunting pictures that they find. So yes, I mean, the cover itself is creepy. It is a young adult, which is one of my favorite genres, and I didn't really have a lot of young adult picked for this. So I wanted to throw one of those in there because, again, that is a quicker read. So yeah, I'm really excited to be reading Asylum. So the next prompt is to read a psychological thriller, and I love thrillers, and this is, again, one that I've had on my TBR for a long time, but just never had the physical copy of it, and I actually bought it recently. So I'm going to read The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. So it takes place in New York City. Anna lives in an apartment by herself. There is a new neighbor that has moved in across the street, and she witnesses something weird that happens between this family, and she doesn't really know what to make of it, and she's confused. And yeah, I don't know too much about it, just because when I'm reading a thriller, I like to go in not knowing much because I don't want to spoil anything. I feel like what makes a good thriller is when you are taken back and surprised and didn't see it coming, and that's exactly what I like. So I don't try not to do a lot of research about what a thriller is going to be about. So yeah, this one is a little bit of a chunkier book, but I find if a thriller is good, you go pretty quick through it, and if a thriller is not great, that's when it takes a long time. So I'm excited because this is a book that I've been wanting to read for some time. So the 8th and final prompt is to read the group book, and the group book is called Survivor Song by Paul Tremblay. I know zero about this book. I honestly don't even have it yet. I'm kind of falling behind, so I will put a picture up here. But I'm excited because the people that are hosting this, they're the horror experts, so I am trusting their judgment that this will be a great book, and I am going to actually order it as soon as I stop filming this one. So hi, this is Editing Rye. So as I'm going through the video, I realized that I totally skipped a prompt, and my video was I don't know what I was thinking. So quickly, the prompt that I missed was a spooky horror type book that you loved as a child. So for this one, I am going to read a Goosebumps book. I have not decided which Goosebumps book I want to read yet, but it is going to be some type of Goosebumps book. When I was younger, it really creeped me out. I would have nightmares from the Goosebumps TV show. But as I got a little bit older, I did read the books, and again, they're creepy, and that's maybe what started my love for this type of genre. So I will be reading a Goosebumps book. So then, all right, let's go back to the other Ray. Yeah, so 8 books that I'll be reading over the next 24 days. I'm really excited. There also is Instagram prompts to follow, and I will be doing those as well. I'm hoping to do them every day, but I don't know how sometimes realistic that will be, just because being a mom, that's not always how life works. But I'm hoping to do that. So if you would like to follow my journey on Instagram, Bookstagram, or Instagram/Bookstagram, I don't know what I'm saying, as well as BookTube or Twitter. All those links are below. If you like to follow on my YouTube channel, press that subscribe button, and if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to be alerted when I come on, press the alert button, and you'll get sent notifications when I post videos. I will be vlogging my journey with these books, so I'm really excited, as I said, and yeah, so stay kind, loves, and I will see you later. Bye.